What's up, sports bettors? Alex here. We have 15 MLB games tomorrow, and I'm going to be taking you through my favorite bets on a few different sports books. And again, as a sports bettor, it's critical to have multiple sportsbook accounts so you can line shop and you can find value, right? So the OddsJam positive EV betting tool will essentially scan the market, processing millions of odds really every second to show you the best mathematically profitable bets, right? These bets are called positive EV bets. So a lot of times when sportsbooks first begin to post odds and prop odds for the games for the upcoming day, there's initial action and there's some line discrepancies that we can take advantage of as a sports bettor. So for example, the first bet we see is in the Giants-Reds game, right? So on the top row, we have an 8% profit margin. So if we scroll over, we look for the bet in bold with a circle around it. That's the sharp positive EV bet we want to be on. First inning total runs, over half of a total run, plus 116 on FanDuel. So if we just take a look at the betting market, right, data is everything as a sports bettor. It's pretty clear that there's great value on the yes run first inning, which is the same thing as over half of a total run, right? This is just yes run first inning. So plus 116 odds on FanDuel, when the sharpest bookmaker out there, Pinnacle, they're only giving you minus 108 and only have 16 cents in total market width. So not much vig, not much juice baked in. This is a great bet, right? This is what we want to be all over, and we can quantify that profit margin mathematically using real-time odds from Pinnacle. So we'll go ahead, we'll lock it in. This bet we wanted to lock in as well, so I'll just go ahead and lock them both in. FanDuel's like, nope, we're only giving you a max wager of $52.60. So it's like, okay, we'll go ahead, we'll take it for what we can get, because this Mets bet, again, FanDuel giving way too good of odds on the yes run first inning. So plus 114, no other book giving us plus money, absolutely incredible value on this. So I'll go ahead, I'll add this bet to my bet tracker, and then we want to go to the Giants game as well. So again, data-driven sports betting, looking for value in the odds, which is all that matters really as a sports bettor, right? So we have 52.60 and then 51.70. The two betting limits were allowed. So 51.70. And again, the sports betting market is dynamic. So if you're not able to get great odds, sometimes, these sports books can change odds at any point. And if enough people realize that, hey, there's great value on Reds, Giants, yes run first inning, plus 116 for Saturday, then, the odds may be slightly worse. So always check to make sure you're still getting a good price, right? Lines can always change. So two great bets with pretty good value from OddsJam, lock them both in. So what we can do next is just kind of go through the profit margin of our two bets. So we had 52.6 on this bet, and then here we had 51.70. The profit margin for the Giants wager is 8%, and then we have the profit margin of Marlins Mets is 5.57%. And we can go through where these profit margins come from. But two bets, $7 in total profit margin. Again, your goal as a sports bettor is really just place as many positive EV bets as possible. I already placed this UFC bet. It's for July 23rd. It's a month away. But hey, as a sports bettor, right, I'm trying to place as many as possible of bets with edge, right? Forming my own hedge fund of uncorrelated bets that are all profitable, right? So if we actually look at the Phillies game, so this game's actually tonight. It's not on Saturday, so this game's on Friday. But if we just take a look at the odds, pretty good value we can get on WinBet, right? So I already have a few MLB bets open on WinBet. So I have the Pirates currently in a parlay with 1,500 to win 10.7 Gs. I have the Avs minus 1.5 for a free bet. Under 5 St. Louis Cardinals total runs. Angels tonight, they're giving me a cash out above what I wagered. So this was a great bet, being able to get the Angels. We got the Tigers tonight. We got the Reds tonight. Reds tonight, doubled down, plus 210. We got the Royals tomorrow. We got the Red Sox, Reds, both parlayed together tomorrow, right? This is a volume game. You got to be placing a ton of bets as a sports bettor. Ideally, really, if you want to see your profit substantially increase, the more bets you place that all have an edge, they're all from the positive EV page, the bigger your gains are going to be. So over 9 runs, right? Athletics, Royals, Yankees money line tomorrow, Red Sox, plus 1.5 on the run line, Giants minus 1.5, plus 110, under 7.5, Phillies, Padres tomorrow, White Sox money line tonight. A lot of bets, trying to find edge everywhere I can. So we can go through an example just explaining really how the profit margin works. So we're getting plus 116 odds on FanDuel for the Giants Reds yes run first inning, right? And we're staking 51.70. So you may be just curious, like, where does this $4 in profit margin come from? So essentially what we can do as a sports bettor is take the real-time betting market from Pinnacle and put it into a no vig fair odds calculator. So this calculator is super cool. It's super useful. I use it every day as a sports bettor when I'm placing bets with OddsJam, because it will take the sportsbook's market and remove the vig, right? Remove the juice. When we went to place this bet on FanDuel, right, they don't make money. They didn't like charge me a fee for placing the bet. That's not how it works, right? Sportsbooks bake vig or juice into their market, right? So essentially, what you can do to figure out what a sportsbook thinks is the true price is put in the sportsbook's market into a no vig fair odds calculator. It will remove the juice, remove the vig, and tell you the true win probability for your bet and the true odds. So for example, in this Giants, Reds game, it's minus 108, minus 108. So it should make sense, maybe intuitively, that if a sportsbook is giving you the exact same odds on both the over and the under, two equal and opposite outcomes, then they think it's equally likely to happen, right? Pinnacle thinks the yes run first inning, right, is minus 108. The no run first inning is minus 108. It thinks they're both equally likely. They're both at 50% to occur, right? If you're getting the same odds on the over and the under, the sportsbook thinks both are 50% to occur. So the fair odds, the true odds, the break-even odds is plus 100. So we need to be getting better odds than plus 100. And you can see on FanDuel, we're getting plus 116, which is way better than the true odds of plus 100 once you remove the juice from the sharpest bookmakers market, right? So that's a bet we want to be all over. The true price is plus 116. The true odds are plus 100, and we're getting plus 116. So that's great. So our bet's winning 50% of the time, according to the real-time betting data, right? Real-time odds from Pinnacle. So this bet is hitting 50% of the time, and we're getting plus 116 odds. So if you stake $100, your EV would be $8. 50% of the time, you're winning $116 in profit. The other 50% of the time, you'd be losing your stake of $100. So $8 in profit margin on a $100 bet is 8% EV, right? Which you see right here, 8% profit margin using real-time odds from the sharpest bookmaker. Now, what was I going to say? We staked, I think, 51.70, something like that. So 414 in EV, which is what you see right here, right? You just take your profit margin and you multiply it by your stake, and that will tell you, the profit margin of your bet quantified in dollars mathematically. So 2 bets for tomorrow on FanDuel, already open. Already got some other bets currently open, but these bets are for tomorrow. And then a ton of bets open on WinBet. A lot of money line discrepancies here. And you can see, when you're placing bets, you get these reward points, a bunch of free bets, so a bunch of money on the Lightning. That doesn't look particularly great, but, these are bonus funds. And then Red Sox, Reds, Royals tomorrow, and Reds tonight. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Any questions you have about sports betting, you can comment down below. You can book a call with us. Really our only job is to help you as a sports bettor become more profitable. That's all we do. So feel free to book a call with us anytime. We're happy to talk about sports betting strategies, different sports books, the importance of having multiple sports books, really whatever's helpful. So thank you so much for your time, and have a great rest of your Friday evening.